Hello, my viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. New subscribers, welcome. Returning subscribers, welcome back. So, guys, I just want to take a moment to thank all our subscribers and viewers over here at Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Without you, we would have no platform. So we thank you for your engagement, for always checking in and checking out our videos and vlogs, live broadcasts. We thank you. So today we have an interesting video to bring to you guys, and as you can see, the title of this video says Mark Golding is a secret agent. Yes, Mark Golding is definitely a secret agent. How do we know that? Well, if you haven't already seen it, we've uploaded several videos on this channel this week to show you how Mark Golding's father came to Jamaica. Mark Golding's father came to Jamaica right after World War II, when the Jewish people in Europe were sent to Jamaica for refuge. They were refugees at Upper Camp, some 1,500 Jews from Gibraltar and Malta. Gibraltar was a British territory and city located at the southern tip of the peninsula. During that time in World War II, this was a key point for sea traffic, so the people had to be evacuated. They were sent to Jamaica. And as explained previously, Mark Golding's father came to Jamaica as a British agent to help develop the community where the refugees were. In healthcare, he was supposed to develop the university and the hospital for that community. So we've already established that Mark Golding's father was a British agent. Now let us look at the meaning of what an agent actually is. An agent of the state means any representative of a state agency, local or non-profit entity that agrees to provide support. Mark Golding's father was an agent in the capacity of the military of the United Kingdom. So as we know, in the British territories and colonies, the British and monarch have always maintained a presence. They establish foundations and do charity work and do royal tours to maintain that presence and to maintain their institution. They each pick an area of interest and they carry out that role while they serve the royal family. The people who work as an agent for them are usually strategically placed in these colonies. For example, Mark Golding's father, who was an agent, was placed at Mona and of course visited by members of the royal family, just like Golding when he becomes member of parliament. How did Mark Golding become an agent? He inherited the role from his father. He even inherited the charities that his father was in charge of, the ones in Jamaica and at Mona, for example. But Mark Golding is not as good as his father because he lacks the discipline to carry out the role. For example, the foundations in Jamaica all fell into delinquency, not the ones in the UK though. As you can see here, the ones in the UK, they were up to date, reported, everything's fine. The ones in Jamaica, delinquent. As he vies for the leadership of Jamaica, and people ask about his loyalty to Jamaica because of his reluctance to renounce his British citizenship and the secrecy of it over the years while he's been in politics, his action pretty much tells us where his loyalty lies. Mark Golding did not have to come into the politics to play this role of being an agent, but he had some deep, dark ties with the man you're looking at here, Jamaica's former finance minister, Dr. Omar Davies. He ushered Mark Golding into the politics in 2007. But before Mark Golding came into the politics, the two had a financial relationship, which we know as FinSac. Mark Golding is supposed to be playing a more involved and active role, a more charitable role on behalf of the British and the monarch. But he's not doing such a good job. He has so many things at his disposal where he could make his constituency a much better place. But he plays no part. And the foundations and things that he inherited fell into delinquency. And he's not a charitable person. He doesn't fit the profile for the role that he inherited, that the role his father played. But I think many people are aware of that. And I know that because with his ascendancy to the leader of the opposition, you don't see many people coming out and supporting him. His sister, for example, you don't see his immediate family out there, on either side, who are supporting him and standing with him. Pretty much, Mark Golding is a failed agent. He is. I mean, I don't know how that would have affected his relationship with the people he is acting on behalf of. There really wasn't much of a connection the last time they visited. As you can see, his body language there, hands in his pocket, not much conversation with the grandchildren of the monarch. He was just off to the side. And like I said before in previous video, he was the opposition leader. He had just become opposition leader at a time when, there was protest against the royal family and talks of reparation. So that was a very uncomfortable time. And him being opposition leader of Jamaica at that time, when he should have been playing the role of an agent, for the monarch. Very conflicting roles. And that's why he does not go to these events.
Please welcome Ms. Denise Daly, representing Mr. Mark Jefferson Golding, MP, Leader of the Opposition.
Officially, the leader of Her Majesty's opposition is the leader of the largest party not in government, or the person who enjoys the support of the largest block of representatives in the lower house of Parliament, who are not members of the governing party. Disembarking now, Mr. Horace Daly, representing the leader of the opposition, Mr. Mark Golding. The leader of the opposition is seen as the alternate prime minister and leads the shadow cabinet of Jamaica.
Those are August 6th events, flag raising ceremony, independence celebration. He has to lay low. He cannot be on the big stage in that way because he's an agent and the world sees those events. So he cannot nuff up himself. He has to lay low. In addition, he may not be in favor of full decolonization of Jamaica, and he may also be in talks with members of the royal family about how it's going, how the attempts to decolonize is going. And with his British citizenship, many people outside of Jamaica may know that he's a British citizen. So, he has to lay low. This is a very interesting time for Jamaica. As we know, he's not giving up his British citizenship. He is insisting that the constitutional experts in Jamaica are wrong, that he is in breach of the Constitution with citizenship and loyalty to two countries on a quest to lead Jamaica when that is illegal. And with case laws in Jamaica, in the region, and even in Europe, where people, politicians, have been in trouble and have had to resign from the parliament because they had dual citizenship to Commonwealth and non-Commonwealth countries. Mark Golding is putting the argument forward that he's not in breach because he is a Commonwealth citizen, which is false because the Constitution tells us how it goes.
Fourth this year, I provided a detailed statement to the Senate addressing concerns that had been raised about my citizenship status.
So you see, guys, we share the same Constitution in terms of eligibility to sit in a parliament. Australia is also a Commonwealth country.
I will resign from the Australian Parliament today.
Mark Golding thinks he's going to survive this because it's Jamaica.
Under Section 44 of the Constitution, that makes me ineligible.
You're watching Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Keep it locked here.